this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He'll buy some time right.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 11 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
I can remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
As in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And if they like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
First down, Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. It got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette.
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Fields going to keep it once more. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw. Fields.
He's got a man. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. We're scoreless after 1.
2nd down and 8. Here's Fields.
Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive.
Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. I think he got a yard to the 41.
The Buccaneers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. A good pick up there on 20 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. try and run for it with Fournette. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Clock running. The Bucs trying to go quickly and get set. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have moved out in front. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
To throw is Fields.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Pick 6 last drive. Here's Fields again.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reach it.
I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Fields throw taken in by Bourne.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Fields on 1st down.
Flushed out right.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Fields throwing again. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. So we have message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next gen... close to 21 miles an hour. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Logan Hall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Fournette, a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one good for 24 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, it's Fournette. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So time has run out on what will be